Hey guys, what's up? This video will be brief. First of all, I want to thank all the new subscribers and people that have joined. I appreciate you guys giving me the likes and the comments. I was slipping on one thing, and I just caught it in the last few days, and I wasn't paying attention to the emails. And I just want to let you guys know that we received your emails, and I've received your emails, and I've been reading them, and I'm also, grateful that you guys have been sending them. Almost missed them because I'm so used to you guys commenting. Um, those of you that are coming on, I still encourage you to come on and watch the videos and absorb the information. If you don't want to subscribe, at the very least, give us a thumbs up to keep us in the algorithm. Um, I do see a lot of people absorbing information, and I've been guilty of that, where I will go to a channel, absorb the information, and not follow or ring the bell or subscribe, but I'll take all the information. Um, it's up to you guys. Either way it go, I thank you guys for doing that. So what we're gonna get into, and as you can tell, I did not want to address this. I was actually trying to avoid this conversation. Um, and just a quick note, if the videos are a little lengthy, some people, talking about the videos are a little lengthy. And I think that comes down to what people's interests are. Most of the videos are 40 minutes, 50 minutes, hour, a little over an hour. I just try, because of our scheduling and my availability and the things that I have to do, I try and get all of it in, as much as I can, in one shot, so I don't have to keep coming back to it. So maybe if you want me to timestamp these things, I'll timestamp them. If you want me to do two-part videos, just keep in mind that I can do these two-part videos, but it may be a little bit of a gap in time before I can, get the next one up, or we set it up to upload them. Because what we're doing now is we're creating the videos, archiving the videos, and setting them up in YouTube to release on certain days and certain dates. So sometimes you may see something and it's already been a week or two ago, or whatever the case may be, or a few days ago, because they've just been sitting waiting to be released. So with all that being said, let's get into what this video is about. I did want to address this because it's a very sensitive subject, and it's about protections, gun laws, and concealed carry, and not in the sense that we always talk about, you know, on these channels and stuff like that, because there are tons of channels that address this. There are tons of states that have their own little videos that address this. I'm in good old Georgia. I don't know if those videos are out or available. I did reach out to our local sheriff in our county, our county sheriff, to see if he or his office would be willing to sit down with us and address some of these concerns. And I know one of the concerns that came up, especially for the followers that are here in Georgia, was they were concerned there was not a clear understanding of open carry and concealed carry. There was not a clear enough, and then there was some gray areas that people didn't that they just didn't understand. Well, do I carry it openly in the vehicle? What's open carry in the vehicle? Should the magazine be in the gun? Should something be chambered? Should it be unchambered? And the gun here and the gun there, should it sit in the open? Can I put it in my glove box? Can I put it in my armrest or on my hip? Some people say, hey, as long as it's visible on my hip. And there was a lot of debates and things in these emails about that, and so that's why I reached out, to the sheriff's office in our county to see if they can answer these questions. So there's no misinformation. The other thing is, I understand in the emails to the concern about police, and you know, due to the election, that police might have all of these um, rights now that citizens don't feel they should have. That they can just come and stop you at will, come on your property and all that. And that was another concern with people asking about private property. You know, if you're posting, hey, private property, do not enter, blah, 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 you know, stand your ground. All of these things were coming up. I'm not a professional in that. I'm just telling you, I'm not a professional in that. So I'm trying to go to professionals that can do that. So we're already setting up, or have set up, I should say, some videos where we're going to be speaking with, you know, some gun right organizations, and those organizations that protect you in case you were in an incident, or you know, or whatever. And I'm not going to sway you. We're going to talk to a couple of different agencies that are popular in this, and I'm not going to sway you one way or the other to join one or the other, or anything like that. Both of them are going to have information and their opinions about each other and all of that. That is totally up to you, just like an election. We're just bringing you the information. And we will talk to a few attorneys that, you know, deal in this, and handle these types of cases. And in case of a self-defense shooting, a burglary shooting, or, you know, when should you use deadly force, when you shouldn't use deadly force, when is it justified? Because it's a real gray line, which then kind of dabbles into these red flag laws and things like that that people are concerned about. And some of these agencies are speaking about these red flag laws, you know, those gray areas of the law where you as a citizen could be absolutely in the right, and you know, in defending yourself or your property or your family, and you go to jail, you know, and you're like, why am I going to jail? I mean, what did I do? They came on my property, they broke in my home, they attacked me, they may have fired at me, they may not have fired at me, but they entered my home and I took them down, you know, and all of that. And then it's the thing of, you know, when can we tell law enforcement or agencies, no, you cannot come on my property, and should you be able to defend that without consequences? So these are all the things that I'm getting, and I think it's because of the election. Absolutely, it's because of the election. We have a lot more people now very afraid and very concerned, and they're just like, yeah, man, what do we have to stand on, and should we ignore all of this and just go do this or go do that, you know? And I was asked, why wasn't I addressing those things, especially when we came down to the training videos and all that. And eventually we were, because I was going to get into some firearms and, you know, everyday carry stuff and things like that. And, you know, what I carry, and, you know, what other people carry. And, you know, we're getting in all of that. But this was a conversation I was a little bit trying to avoid because of the political stances on these things. And I'm trying not to get into the politics of these things, only just to bring you the information that we feel would be helpful, you know, to you guys, whether you live in Georgia or California or Texas or New York, Chicago, wherever, you know. These are, you know, and then you got to understand these laws and rules vary from state to state. You know, there's some where you have reciprocity and you can travel with your weapon, and you know, what does that mean? And then there's some that say, hey, you know, and that's why, and I know it's very frustrating to people when it's not clear. You say, hey, well, yeah, I can travel from Georgia to Tennessee to Kentucky or wherever, you know, Alabama, Mississippi with my gun, and it shouldn't be a problem. But then again, it's those little red flag laws, those little gray areas. Yeah, you can do that, but maybe your magazine has to be empty, or maybe it has to be separated from your weapon, or maybe it has to be concealed at all times, or maybe when you pulled over, you have to let law enforcement know that you have a weapon. In some with some attorneys and some different agencies, they say absolutely not. You don't have to reveal that you have a weapon, and you shouldn't, and unless you're asked to step out of a vehicle or something like that, then you shouldn't say anything. So again, these red flag laws is what people are concerned about. That can trip you up, get you fined, or get you fined and arrested when you feel like, hey, I thought I was obeying the law. So again, this is why we're reaching out to the sheriff and of our county, and just to see what he says. And we're gonna have other interviews that hopefully we can tag in from people that work with us that will perhaps be interviewing their local law enforcement or their legislature or whatever about this, because we got to also understand those gray areas, from my understanding, brings revenue. It's a revenue thing. Hey, if I can collect a fine on somebody's not understanding a law or a rule, or if I can incarcerate somebody and that puts something into the jail or the prison system for a few weeks, a few months, or a couple of years, or whatever the case may be, those things can happen, because we're in a capitalistic society, and and not saying that capitalism is a bad thing. That's what helped to build America, is some forms of capitalism. But at the end of the day, we want to try on this channel to educate, have fun. My wife and I and my friends, we're going to be doing a lot more traveling and vlogging of different areas coming up very soon. It's coming into the fall months, so we're still talking about doing another fall camp out, as they call a winter camp out. We're gonna be rebuilding some things. We got the trailer project coming, where we're gonna be redoing the whole RV. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. And just comment if you feel like, again, the videos are too long or whatever. I can break them up. I'm just warning you how they're gonna come when I break them up. I could break them up into 30-minute videos or 20-minute videos or whatever. But keep in mind, I have kind of a homestead to I'm stuttering because I'm so tired. We have a homestead that we have to take care of, and I'm also in the entertainment industry, so I have gigs and different things like that I have to do, and music to produce, and projects that have to get done. I got some coming up, and we're in the process now of actually setting up a state-to-state tour. So yeah, and if you're not a member of Farm Fresh 24/7, Farm Fresh 24/7, it is available on the App Store on Apple and Android. Just go to Farm Fresh 24/7. It's a little green water drop, with a little shopping cart in it, and that app is for local growers, bakers, and makers, and anything that you do, and it's not just for here in Georgia. Let's say if you live in New York and you are a grower, a maker, or a farmer, or you make soap, or you make essential oils, or you do crystals and stones, what have you, and you're looking for a community, and looking to connect with a community, get on the app, post your products or whatever it is that you're doing, and reach out. And somebody from your area may be doing the same thing. They'll get on the app and they'll say, oh, I see there's somebody here selling soap. I want to buy their soap. I see somebody here selling crystals. I would like to buy their crystals. I see somebody here that's a naturopath, I want to deal with them. I see somebody here that's an herbalist, or they got tomatoes, or they got eggs, or they got chickens, or whatever. That's the whole point. So please join Farm Fresh 24/7. Become a part of the Collectively Sustainable group. We are also located on the Heartbeat app, and that is a $5 fee to do that. And that fee goes towards Farm Fresh to keep the app going and so forth. Nobody's getting rich on here. It's just something that we have to have for the bandwidth and the amount of people that are joining and all of that, and that supports all of the techie stuff that's involved with that. I'm a member. I'm not a founder, so let me be clear. I'm a member, not a founder, but I am one of their teachers and instructors for Farm Fresh and the Collectively Sustainable. So join these groups, and once you join those groups, you'll be invited into the Heartbeat app and go from there. So from Farm Fresh to Collectively Sustainable. And Collectively Sustainable is just a group of like-minded people that come together that believe in fresh food, farming, community, teaching children, and sharing resources and assets and all of those things to help community. Community nowadays is real important. So yeah, this is a short one. I told you it was going to be short. I'm done, but I wanted to get that out, that I did see your emails. We are actively working on getting that information to you. I'm hoping that I do get to hear from the sheriff on that, and if not, we will still be talking to other professionals in the industry that deal with these matters that you're asking about. And all I can say, as far as the world and the election goes, there's a saying, and everybody's been saying it now. Stay ready and be ready. That way you don't have to get ready. So if you seeing all the red flags and the things coming at you right now, that is a sign that, yeah, you probably need to start preparing, saving your money, taking care of all the things that you need to take care of for you and your family. Do less spending, unnecessary spending. And if you believe in God or the Most High, stay on your knees and just continue to pray and build community. That's the best advice I can give you right now. Okay, man. Thanks, you guys.